We are pleased to have Mr. VP Baligar as one of our guests of honor this evening. Mr. Baligar has been in the Indian Administrative Services since 1980 Karnataka cadre. He is a BTech graduate in Civil Engineering from Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay, and has done MBA from the Southern Cross University, Australia. He has vast experience of working with the central government and the state government and various corporate bodies. As Principal Secretary to the Government Commerce and Industries Department, he has organized a global investors meet in June 2010 at Bangalore and signed MOUs with 389 companies for an investment of rupees 3.92 lakh crores. As Commissioner for Industrial Development, he obtained ISO 9002 certificate for the Directorate of Industries and Commerce, Karnataka, and it was the first government department in the country to get such an international quality certificate. He is working as the Chairman and Managing Director, Karnataka State Industrial and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited since April 2014. I invite Mr. Baligar to address the gathering.
Friends, I wanted Professor Shastri to take my 10 minutes and talk to you because it was so interesting. Not only that, my speech is going to be very boring. And when you get bored, please raise the hands, I'll stop. Okay? Friends, today happens to be the birthday of Sir M. Vishwesvaraya. You already told about it. And I was inspired by his life and achievements when I chose civil engineering when I went to Chennai, IIT to select my branch. So let's pay homage to him. He's a great soul. And let him be the ideal in our life. Looking at you, I feel quite young. Younger by 35 years. Exactly 35 years ago, when Professor Mahabala was a professor in IIT Chennai, I was doing my MTech. But unfortunately, I did not complete after one semester. I ran away from the campus and joined the Indian Administrative Service. I think it was a very unfortunate development for me. Friends, in life, you need to make tough choices. There are always crossroads and choices. In your life also, when you pass out of this institute, you'll have many opportunities. There will be many options for you to choose. But whatever path you choose, tread with courage of conviction. In every assignment, in every path, there will be ups and downs. There will always be challenges. So you choose and make a success out of it. Try to excel in whatever you do. It is said that Sukhasya Moolam Dharmam. That is, the root of happiness is righteous way of living. And you have to choose that path, that righteous way of living and functioning wherever you are. Of course, don't be bound down by any dogmas, any principles as such. Question them. If it appeals to you, you accept. Otherwise, don't accept. Find the truth for yourself. On this 15th Foundation Day, I would like to share some of my thoughts with you, especially the relationship with my institution, that is KSIIDC, Karnataka State Industrial and Infrastructure Development Corporation and IIIT-B. How many of you know where was the first office of IIIT-B? Can anybody tell? Yeah? Cunningham Road, not ITPL. Cunningham Road, yes, but where in Cunningham Road? That is the office of KSIIDC. This organization was conceived by Government of Karnataka and officers. My predecessor was the first chairman of this society, Mr. N. Vishwanathan. Professor Sargopan has attended many meetings there. In the boardroom of my institution, the idea of this IIIT-B was finalized and it was registered there. Till you got a rented premises, you are functioning from the office of KSIID.
Sixth floor of KSIIDC.
Sixth floor.
Actually started sitting.
Good.
On June 3rd, 1999.
That is history. I want you to know the history and beginning of your IIIT-B. The best decision that we took, I was Director of Industries later in '98, but the best decision taken by government of Karnataka, as far as IIIT-B was concerned, I'm sure you will agree with me, was to select Professor Sadagopan as the first director of this institute. And he has proved beyond our expectation, the government of Karnataka expectation, yes, the mission of setting up of this IIIT-B has been served along with able faculty. Professor Mahabala is there. They all have contributed for the success of this institution. It is also very heartening to know that you have shifted from Cunningham Road to ITPL to this campus. And you have moved close to Infosys, founder of which is Sri Narayan Murthy, and he has contributed immensely for the growth of this institution. And I'm very happy to inform you that Infosys again was funded by KSIIDC in 1983. And Mr. Narayan Murthy has written an article on KSIIDC for our souvenir. We are completing 50 years this year. You have completed 15 years. We are 50 now. And we wanted an article from him. And he is kind enough to send an article. And he says that he had been to Mumbai to raise fund for his startup company, Infosys. By the way, Infosys other director, Nandan Nilekani, is my classmate from IIT Bombay. And Narayan Murthy had gone to Grindlays Bank with his beautiful project report saying that, look, we would like to start this company. We already got orders from Bosch, we already got orders from other companies, and we would like to import some computers, and please give us some funding. Grindlays Bank went through the project report. They said, yes, it's a beautiful project report, it's very good, but he said, the manager said, we can't fund it because it's a startup company and you don't have any any history of success. She was very disappointed. He went to Citibank, Bank of America, and American Bank. And everywhere, the answer was the same. We can't fund you because you don't have any history of success and you are not a well-known company. He was very disappointed. He was coming back from Bombay, and sitting next to him was one of my predecessors, Mr. K.S.N. Murthy, who, while talking, they came to know that, so-and-so. And he told, look, I've been wanting to do this, but I'm not able to get any funding from anybody else. And K.S.N. Murthy promised, why don't you come and give a project to us? We will process and give you the loan as early as possible. He did not believe, but in his own words, I would like to tell you, KSIIDC and KSFC. KSFC is another Karnataka State Finance Corporation, another PSU of Karnataka, gave me the letter of intent in just 5 days. They were so honest that they did not even allow me to pay for even a cup of coffee. Please imagine, it's a government company. I must say, I have not seen such speed, such a high quality of diligence, honesty and courtesy from any other organization in the world. And getting any good words from Mr. Narayan Murthy for a government organization is impossible. So, he has written out of his heart. He also says, I have no hesitation in saying that KSIIDC and KSFC have played an extremely important role in shaping the destiny of Infosys and Karnataka IT. We have also funded Wipro. Many people don't know. In the 80s and early 90s, nobody was willing to fund IT companies. But KSIIDC and KSFC were outgoing, and we were helping Wipro as well as many other IT companies. We have also set up one of the first state governments to set up a venture capital fund way back in 99, along with just when you started. It was part of the same IT policy. We were the first one to bring out IT policy. We have set up Karnataka Venture Capital Fund, KIT-1 Fund 1, that's already closed. We also started in 2009, another fund called KIT-1 Fund 2, that is also being closed now. And we have started a new fund called Karnataka Venture Capital Fund, Carving Fund, for industries other than IT. You may not be interested in that. But what is relevant to you is, this year we have started already something called Karnataka Semiconductor Venture Capital Fund, CARSEM Fund, and it has been launched, and we have a corpus of about 100 crores. We are going to raise that much. We have some corpus already which is ready for funding. I am the chairman of that asset management company, and we can give funding up to 9.6 crores, from 2 crores up to 9.6 crores. If any of you would like to start any semiconductor, or you would like to start any ESDM industry or any related allied industry. Professor, if you agree, we are willing to sign an MOU with the IIIT-B and encouraging you have a incubation center here. Maybe we can join hands and help those enterprising students who would like to start their own industry.
Clean R&D will ensure that it is signed before you leave today.
Anyway, I have to take the approval of my board. I am the chairman. Okay, good. Friends, KSIDC is also the nodal agency to develop Chennai-Bangalore, Bangalore-Mumbai corridor. You have been reading about it for a long time. We are also in charge of setting up of national investment and manufacturing zone, where one of the 100 smart cities, you must have heard of smart cities. Prime Minister has announced 100 smart cities. One of them announced in the last budget is Tumkur, and we are acquiring about 14,000 acres of land, and we are putting an NIMZ there. Along with that, there will be a smart city coming up. It will be a greenfield smart city. And you people have tremendous opportunities of using your knowledge and training, research, acumen, as well as enterprising spirit to implement or to give ideas for these new smart cities, how they can become smarter. So you have enough opportunities to think of and participate yourself and be a part of growth trajectory of India in the next decades. You know, India has got 1.25 billion people. In addition to that, I would like to tell you the opportunities in SMEs, small and medium enterprises. We have nearly 1.5 million SMEs which have not been using the IT so much. There is a survey, recently CIA has brought out a report. Today, there is a special seminar on how to make SMEs use IT to improve their productivity. It is said that if they use IT properly, their revenues will go up by 3 lakh crores and the employment will increase by about 11 lakh crores if SMEs alone use the IT potential. It is also found out from a study that their growth rate will be 50% better than other SMEs which do not use IT. And even the employment potential will be double if they use IT. Therefore, you have enough opportunities in B2C. We have 1.25 billion people in India and of course 7 billion in the world. Now through internet you are connected to almost everybody in the world. In India itself, we have 933 million smartphones, I mean not smartphones but the mobile phones. Therefore, almost 80% of India is connected. So you have B2C opportunities as well as B2B, 1.5 million SMEs. Big fellows may not take from you because it may be, you may be just a startup, but these SMEs will certainly be your target and then give you enough opportunities. Actually, my children who are both IT professionals, they don't like me to give them advice. So they told me, please don't give advice, we don't like it. So, but our generation is used to giving advice, taking advice from our parents. I don't think we would always, any time tell our parents, don't advise us. I'm sure my colleagues here would agree, senior ones, but yes, but as a part of my duty, I would like to tell you, yes, your IIIT-B, of course it stands in letters and in its mission, whatever it is. Now it is International Institute of Information Technology. But along with that, let it also stand for I for integrity beyond doubt. Especially since we are founded on the day of Sir M. Visvesvarayya's birthday, his integrity was par excellence. Let Mr. Narayan Murthy be your ideal, not somebody from Hyderabad who is in jail today. So I don't want to name, but let Mr. Narayan Murthy's integrity, Sir M. Visvesvarayya's integrity be your role model. Second I, let it be for interest beyond IT. It could be sports. Recently I was reading a leading article in the magazine called The Week. It's on cyber addiction. So already Professor Shastri has told you, you may be linked through LinkedIn or internet, but learn to link to the hearts, learn to link to the minds, and take interest beyond IT as well in life, sports, cultural activities, or hiking, or writing, or reading, whatever interests you. You develop those things and don't be addicted to the internet. Use internet, but for productive purpose, but don't be a slave of technology. The third I would say, should also stand for inclusive growth. There are many people who do not have anything through technology or through your own time. I'm sure many of you come from schools which need your time, if not your money, at least time. You already come up to a certain level. You can invest your time and talent to share it with your other brethren who may not be so lucky. T in IIIT-B should stand for taking risk. When young, you can afford to take risks. You have seen how people who have taken risks, the entrepreneurs, how they have flourished. If you really want to have a quantum jump in your profile, not like bureaucrats who we know that every 4 years will be promoted. So whether you work or not will be promoted, except maybe at the top level. But yes, but you can take risks and venture into the new world of enterprise, which is really calling you, and there are many opportunities. Last letter is B. It stands for balanced life. We always, sometimes we are so bogged down with our work, we neglect our family. Let there be a balance between family life as well as work life. Take care of your parents, your siblings, your maybe in-laws and friends, and have a harmonious relationship. I'd like to thank you for your attention, and also would like to thank Professor Sadagopan for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.